What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are doing turkey chili. Yes, I know I said one more inside and then we'll go back outside, I promise. But before we get too far ahead, if you are new to this channel, make sure you hit the sub button and the notification button, and then after you're done watching this video, I'm gonna need you to share it with friends and family. Cool. Alright, so let's get back to it. So, like I said, today I'm making more like my version of turkey chili. And by that, I mean no beans, because I don't really like beans that much. Now, obviously I will explain how it will work putting beans in it, but I'm not putting beans in it. So, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get my turkey and onions going. I'm going to put one whole onion in and dice it and cook this at a time. That way I don't have to worry about cooking it in here because it'll take a little too long and this will be much faster. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my pan on medium and I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, now that my pan's nice and hot, I'm going to throw my whole onion in. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. Okay, then I have here about 2 pounds of ground turkey. And I got the super lean stuff. You don't have to use the super lean stuff if you don't want. Now I want to be cautious with how much salt I add because this will retain a lot of salt, and plus I'm going to add some stuff into the crock pot. So I don't want to add too much, but just a little bit. But we're going to cook this until the turkey is relatively brown and then the onions have kind of sweated down a little bit. Okay, and then while my turkey is browning, I'm going to go ahead and dice 1 whole red pepper and I'm going to add it to my crock pot. Now, the reason why I put the red peppers in the crock pot now is because I want them to be more of kind of an aromatic type of deal. And so I went ahead and turned my crock pot on to high, which is what I'm going to have the temperature set to. But by the time this is done and ready to go in the crock pot, the peppers will at least be nice and somewhat soft. And so, like I said, it's more of an aromatic kind of thing. And taste, because red peppers do have a nice, like, sweet taste to them, but give them a head start in there. Because I don't want them to cook, because I still want that whole pepper taste, and so that's why I'm putting them in the crock pot instead of with the ground turkey. Alright, so the ground turkey's just about done. I am going to add a little bit of white cooking wine to this to kind of deglaze the bottom of the pan, and to give it some more flavor. But I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup. Okay, let that go for another minute, and then we'll dump this into our crock pot and put everything else together. Alright, so ground turkey is done. We are going to add this now to the crock pot. Okay, then I'm going to add about 2 cups of chicken stock. Okay, then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of garlic. And don't worry, I'll put the full recipe in the description below for you guys, but I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of chili powder. And then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of black pepper. Okay, then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of cayenne. And then I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of cumin. Okay, then I'm going to add a tablespoon of paprika. Okay, and then about a tablespoon of salt. Okay, then I got 2 cans of diced tomatoes with green chilies. Alright, so lastly, if you want beans, add 1 can of dark kidney beans, or 2 depending on how much you like beans. But again, I'm not going to. That is it. I'm going to give this a good stir, put a lid on this, and then we're going to let this steep, simmer, whatever, boil, whatever, for at least an hour, possibly 2. But we'll see you in a couple hours. Alright, so, back it up, back it up, back it up. Let's try that again. So, it looks amazing. So, let's take it over the table and let's try it out. Alright, so I have here my chili, and then I have some cheese and some hot sauce. Not a lot of cheese, and you can use whatever cheese you want. If you want to go the non-dairy route, go for it. I still don't need a huge amount of cheese, but every now and then I eat a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit on top. And then I always like to add a little bit of hot sauce. And if you want, if you're not dieting and you just want to eat this, add some like oyster crackers or something to it. That always works out too. Alright, and there you have some turkey chili. Let's try it out. Alright, so I need my trusty spoon. But here you go. Cheers. Yeah. So, wow. So, even for being really lean turkey, this doesn't really taste dry. And I didn't really add fat to it. I just added a lot of juice and broth and all that stuff to it, but this is spectacular. Now, I know it's like 90 degrees outside, but in the wintertime, perfect. Excellent. It's got a little bit of heat. It's not super strong. It's kind of mild on the heat end when it comes to chili. So if you want to add maybe another can of green chilies or jalapenos or whatever, go for it. But as is with this recipe, it's enjoyable and it's pretty stellar. But otherwise, that's a pretty solid bowl of chili. There you have it, guys. Another meal prep idea, a really easy meal prep idea, and a very delicious meal prep idea. But if you like this video and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button and notification button. Comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And as always, peace out, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.